Hi there, welcome to Shopcast number 36. This one is quickly about a great big giant stocking, and then I'm actually going to be showing you something really cool that a customer came in today and she was shopping for. It's like, oh, that's a great idea. But first, okay, giant stocking, huge stocking with fluffy and soft at the top and all the way down. So, things you might notice right away about this is that it's huge, okay? This is a giant Christmas stocking. It's knit with Magnum, which is our biggest, bulkiest yarn that we have in the store, and it's done on really big needles, 10 millimeters, and the exciting thing is it has all of the elements of a regular sock. So this is actually the perfect way to learn how to knit socks because you don't have to knit two. You don't have to knit on super tiny needles, and it's big enough that you'll be able to easily see your stitches while you learn how to do a heel flap and turn your heel, which is what this little bump is, and pick up stitches and make sock gussets. That's that kind of angledy section. I'm doing a bad job of modeling this today. There we go. That angledy section is the gusset and toe shaping. And eventually you get a big giant Christmas stocking, but you also will have all the skills to make little tiny socks instead. And if you know anyone who loves hand knitted socks, you will be their friend forever. All right, things to know about that class. It is on Saturday evenings from 7 until 9, starts November 26th, goes until December 17th, so you should be done in 4 weeks and have a Christmas stocking to give to someone else. If you want to make multiple stockings, get enough yarn that you can be doing each one step by step. So do the first class, learn the first step, and then do the first step on all of your socks, and then bring them all to the second class and learn the second step, and then do them on all of your socks, and so on. And that's way it's kind of like production line knitting, and it'll be effective, and it'll be done in time, and it'll be cool. Okay, it is $80 plus materials. You need to get 3 colors of Magnum, and then a 10 millimeter double pointed needle and a 10 millimeter circular. So if you come into the store, there's 3 spots left, and the staff can help you pick out supplies, and then you can make a giant stocking, and it'll be awesome. Okay, so the very cool thing that a customer came in today to do, and I didn't get her name and I wasn't helping her, but it's just like, oh, I was eavesdropping. But she was planning on over dyeing some yarn. So she was coming in, and Francesca was showing her a bunch of our natural yarns. So I got a selection. This is probably the least colorful armful you've ever seen me lift up to the camera in a Shopcast. So I have things of all different weights. I have 3 skeins of Cascade Ecowool, which is huge and chunky. And the kind of cool thing about Ecowool is it's got a lot of natural light tones. And if you wanted to get like a pure, really clean color, you could use the lightest light. But if you wanted something a little more interesting, choose one of the slightly darker ones that's got kind of, this one has heathery tones in it. This one's just more of a creamy cream. And then over dye that. Or, stick with solid. This is just the Cascade 220. Easy. If you want to get fancy, play with a kidlin. That's the one that has a little bit of mohair mixed in with linen. If you've seen our Rasta, which is the super fat yarn from Malabrigo that's got all the little flecks of colors all the way through, but maybe you don't love the colorways that we have in stock, you can get cream Rasta and make your own. And a couple more ideas. Superwash wool takes dye really, really easily, so this is the Gems Sport Weight. If you want to make socks, you could also get the Gems Fingering Weight. Or the Del Sur, which is our new one from Americo that's thick and thin. So along with your fantastic hand dyeing, you will also have textures. Or if you need to avoid all the animal fibers totally, you could do Blue Sky Cotton. This one's actually an organic base to start with, so if you choose to do plant dyes, then you can have something that hasn't been touched by chemicals at all. So neat. Okay, the book we have, if you do need a book, is Visual Guide to Hand Dyeing. Sorry, Teach Yourself Visually Hand Dyeing. And I'm just going to show you one page. This is all about safety, but if you don't want to dye with gloves and mask and all that stuff, you can use Kool-Aid. It's so cool. You can dye right in your kitchen. You can use the pots that you've been using for food anyways. You know how when you have Kool-Aid or you have popsicles and your tongue and your mouth change that funny color? They're using acid dyes. So they're dyes that are safe to ingest, and they're having they're done with the citric acid crystals in the mix anyways, and that gives it part of its taste, but it also, in terms of dyeing, helps make it color safe. It's really cool. Anyway, I will find a link for you to learn about Kool-Aid dyeing. I'm sure Knitty had one recently, and there was also a great chart running around on the internet of all the colors you could get by mixing different flavors of Kool-Aid to get certain colors. So it's neat stuff. You can tell I'm kind of passionate about it. If you are interested in dyeing, there's lots of resources online. The place to go locally if you want to pick up acid dyes in any larger amount would be down at Maywa on Granville Island. But you can also just walk into most of the bigger grocery stores like Save-On Foods or Safeway, and usually in the same aisle that has light bulbs and that sort of thing, they might actually have a little rack of fabric dyes. RIT is one company that makes it, or Tintex is another one. And those ones are generally suitable for wool, and sometimes if you're lucky, they'll actually have both racks, including the one that's specialized for cotton. So if you are planning on dyeing blue sky cotton, you need to do a little bit more research just because the wool acid dyes don't work quite as well with the cellulose fiber base that's cotton, but it's doable. Anyway, you can tell I'm excited by dyeing. I plan to get very messy in my house sometime soon. Not sure if I'll be able to do it before all of my winter projects are due, but it's on my list. I've dyed before. I've had the blue hands to prove it. And here's a hint. Wear gloves. It'll make it a little bit tidier. Okay, I think I'll send you cautiously off to go play with dyes yourself. Don't forget to cover up all the stuff that you cannot bear to have stained, but otherwise go have fun and get messy. All right, I'll leave you with those instructions. Hope you're having a fabulous fall. I will talk to you soon. Bye.